Hello, welcome back to Thomas Talks, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a sneak peek inside Louis Vuitton in Cannes. Following my recent trip to the south of France, I managed to do Monaco, which was my previous video. If you've not seen that, check that out. And in this video I'm going to dive into the Louis Vuitton store in Cannes. So in comparison to Monaco, that was kind of built on a couple of floors, right in the middle of the square, the Cannes store is right in the seafront, right beside, kind of near the Carlton Hotel. It's a couple of blocks away from the Martinez, and all these shops are kind of lined up one after each other, like your Fendi, your Gucci, Cartier, so many, all those kind of brands. I can't remember all off the top of my head. I do remember Dior was further along towards kind of the museum, round closer to the Old Town, but the rest of the stores were kind of this seafront between these two major hotels. And the, I think it's called the La Crozette. I'm going to get this butchered wrong, so any French watching it, I do apologise. Just imagine a nice strip with trees, like palm trees and all that, lined with kind of swirly lights wrapped around the tree trunks, and you've got your high-end cars like your G-Wagons, your Bentleys, etc. rolling up and down the promenade. So I'll throw up a quick image of the Louis Vuitton store. It's right at the corner, it's like kind of a single floor, and it's maybe like 2 units, it feels like. It was quite large, and I was really impressed at how much ready-to-wear this store had. They even had a little section when you walked in, like an engagement section, so they had like your platinum and your gold rings, etc. And then the little crate box, I remember it's just over €1,000. I remember seeing that in the catalogue last year, and I was curious, but now you can see it, like the little ring box. So that was quite nice. There must be a few people who go to Cannes and get engaged. Again, when you walk into the Louis Vuitton store, ladies' wear is kind of the first area you walk into. Straight through, kind of towards the back of the store, they had some of like the silks. They had the big litre bottles of the fragrance. I don't know if they were for display or you could buy them, but they're quite cool to see. I'd never seen that before. Even Monaco never had that. They had candles, all various sizes, the big large ones, the little mini ones, and the kind of standard size that I've got a few of, which again, if you're interested, check out the other videos on the channel. And then through the back, or kind of to the right hand side of the store, probably one step closer to, or one block closer towards like the Fendi and the Martinez Hotel, still part of the same kind of unit, was the menswear, and that was about half the store. So that was quite a nice to see, just because usually menswear is like, not always an afterthought, but not always focused on. You go into some of these stores and you feel like menswear is either upstairs, if it's like Zara or something, it's like a small section. This was quite nice to see. They had quite a wide variety. They had a lot of luggage. They had quite a few pieces of the middle collection, like the wallets. They kind of had the bucket hat, and they had the little bag again. Quite a few pieces that I remember seeing that caught my eye, as well with that new kind of white and kind of what's it called? The white and blue check. Again, I can't remember the name of that collection, but that was all there. All the new stuff was there as well. And I also managed to pick up a little piece from the Louis Vuitton store as well. They didn't have any samples of Spelling You from memory, but they did have the little fragrance card. Again, I got another one to spray, which I thought it looked out. There we go. Which, it reminds me of a fragrance. It's very feminine, but I would say it's got a bit of a musk to it. It's quite musky, and it reminds me of a fragrance Mum used to wear about 10-15 years ago, with the kind of red and black bottle. I can't remember the name of it. It had a gold lid and it kind of had like a pear-shaped bottle, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I want to say there was hints of like rose and jasmine in it. It smelled like that. It wasn't as rose as like Rose de Vence or something like that, but yeah, it was. It's quite a nice fragrance. I think it's just not my mum's taste. It smells a wee bit older. Like I'd say I don't know, imagine a lady in, I don't know, late 60s, 70s would probably wear that. I'm not sure. It's got like kind of musky kind of scent. It's not something that's fresh or quite young or vibrant, I would say. But I digress. Through the Cannes store, I did manage to pick up another item, which is lying over there. It is another box item like the Monaco one, but it's not actually wrapped. I'll just go over and get it, show you quickly. So this is the box which it came with, which in comparison to the Monaco one, came with the ribbon and all that. The Cannes one, they just kind of threw it in here. It's even bought off the shelf, which I didn't know Louis Vuitton done that. I thought, just from what I'd read in the past, they never really gave you ones that were out display. But yeah, they were happy to sell me this on display, and I managed to get the Venice travel book, which weirdly, for being say for France, Louis Vuitton haven't made one for, they've got Paris, but they never had one for like Cannes or Monaco or like Nice, something like that, which I thought was quite unusual. They did have a Monaco book, which was like a collage of like pictures, and it was just like somebody's night out basically from the 80s or early 90s. I wasn't particularly fond of that catalogue or kind of book. It was just kind of like a collage. So this Venice book, it's kind of like a peachy orange. It's got the kind of blue fabric on the side. That's kind of the hues we're going with for this travel book. I haven't actually really looked through it myself, but I did want something I could just kind of staple bits in from the Cannes trip in here. And Venice is on my list to go and visit at some point in the future. So a quick look through in comparison to the other artists that you've seen, the Tintin inspired one in Edinburgh, and I've showed you the London one before, and New York. So this one's kind of a bit more just kind of brush strokes, and I don't really know my art and me to brush up on, but as you can see, it's quite nice. It's kind of like light sketching. I would say it's probably the best bit. Kind of looks like pencils or watercolour kind of pens for the bells. Just a kind of artist's impression of Venice is really nice. I've not actually read into the story behind the Venice book with regards to which artist had made it. I've got Giro Taniguchi on the side of it, so that is most likely probably the artist for this one. I do apologise if anybody affiliated with that, but I just wanted to quickly show you what I picked up. Most of you guys, if you're interested in a full Venice kind of unboxing or going through that book, comment below and I will do that. But without further ado, can't continue this video on. So that was the main thing I bought there, and yeah, I was pretty impressed with the level of staffing. They did have a lot more homemade as well. They had like lamps and chairs and like the blankets or the kind of throws, things like that, which we traditionally wouldn't see in Louis Vuitton. They've angled it a wee bit more. I guess it's more lifestyle in that store. They must do quite well with like the kind of home section. So that was nice to see. Just the kind of variety there. It was quite a large store as well. I don't know for square footage if it was as big as Monaco, just because that was over a few floors. That was all kind of one floor with kind of like a step down an area, but pretty much just on one floor. But it was quite large and big, and again just off the seafront, which was quite nice to see. And it wasn't as busy as a Monaco one. Didn't feel as busy as that, but that could just be due to I went on a Saturday in Monaco. Right, the Cannes was like a Monday or something like that. And also noticed that some of the streetwear was all there, but they also had the little teddy bear, the kind of UNICEF multicolour, watercolour teddy bear that came out kind of January time. They had one of them as well. I think they're about 600 and something euros, 660 euros, something like that. 640 euros, sorry, I think it's about £600. So that was quite nice to see that in real life, just a cute little teddy bear that I remember seeing maybe back in January, February on Instagram. They also had a few nice menswear pieces. I like the kind of, it's like the version of the trunk pouch, Pochette Voyage, something like that it's called. It was just all black with kind of like a silver Louis Vuitton emblem at the bottom right. Something's quite businessy, and it's definitely not as bright or reflective as the mirror trunk, but that was quite nice to see. I didn't see that before in any of the other stores. But that was the kind of main highlight, I would say, that caught my eye, other than the mirror collection, just because that is quite reflective and eye-catching. But yeah, Cannes I do recommend, good fun, and if you are interested in like a holiday vlog, I do have plenty of photographs of yachts and things like that which I can throw up. As always, check out my Instagram at @LuxScott. Also subscribe to Thomas Talks, try and get me to 1,000 subscribers, that would be great. Share with your friends, comment below, and please check out my other videos, as if you're a fan of Louis Vuitton and travelling and things like that, I do have a few travel logs as well as a few unboxing videos that I've done recently that may pique your interest. So as always, stay safe, ciao.